Greetings, 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 brothers and sisters from all over the world. Welcome to another episode of Positive Lifestyle Management Awareness Session. And my name is Fee Taylor. And today we have a special guest on, man, a young brother from South Carolina who's doing positive things out there in South Carolina, helping himself, helping his family, and helping the community grow. But before we get into this interview, I would like you all to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. And now that we got that out the way, also I wanted to say this here: all brothers and sisters that are doing things positive and productive out there, man, we need to support them. Support Conscious Minds 360 clothing line. Support GODN clothing line. Support Trust the Process Underground Railroad. Support anything that guys with your brothers and the sisters are doing positive, because when we support each other and we support them, that's how we build we come together as a family. So now at this time, I would like to introduce, the brother to introduce himself to you. Introduce yourself, bro.
PML to all the brothers, plenty much love to all the sisters as well. My name is Rick Flames. I'm out of South Carolina.
Okay, so all right, brother Rick, you reached out to me, man, and we both believe in the hashtag Free Larry Hoover now. So we both believe in that, man. And so tell the people who you are and what part of South Carolina you from.
Well, I'm from a small town called Santee, South Carolina, out of Orangeburg County. Basically, type of person that I am, I'm a very positive individual, as far as when it comes to anything in lifestyle. I don't promote gangism. I don't promote the street life, period. You know what I'm saying? I try to promote people to better themselves, to acquire greatness in the positive endeavors. You know what I'm saying? So it's more so like, because I've been down that road as well. I've had times where I have put my life in jeopardy, or been down the road of negativity. So it's like now I feel like me, as being an older man, an older gentleman, I feel like the youth needs to know that the road that they wanna go down doesn't lead nowhere but to recidivism, early death or incarceration. You know what I'm saying? So I push with the concept and the vision of the honorable chairman of the old man, because if it wasn't for, reading and studying, doing my due diligence, I wouldn't understand or get the concept of what they're supposed to be doing in the community, what I'm supposed to be doing as a man in my community.
So let me ask you a question before we go any further, because you just said a mouthful there, and I agree with what you said there about the youth. So let me ask you this here question: how old are you?
I'm 29.
So you're 29 years old. That's good. So that means that you are the now. So that's great, bro. So what are some of the things that you and the brothers and sisters have going on in South Carolina? What are some of the positive things that y'all doing in the community? How are y'all giving back to the community as far as educationally, economically, politically, and social? What's going on?
Well, recently, Mother's Day just passed. Me and the brothers out here, we did we set up a table at one of the local grocery stores, and we passed out roses to all the mothers out here, letting them know, like, hey, look, they are good brothers out here. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all being the backbone of our community, because, the mothers they are, you know what I'm saying? Because where I came from and how I grew up, when we all grew up, it takes a village to raise someone, you know what I'm saying? So when I came up, my grandmother And I used to go out and as a child, as a kid, you know, go out and play or go out and, you know, scour the neighborhood. I always had elders looking out for me because they knew who I was, they knew who my grandmother was, and knew who my mother was. So there was no way I could get into mischief without being seen.
That's
so,
right.
So now in full 360 spectrum, when we did that, it was like, okay, look, we thank y'all, you know what I'm saying, for looking out for us, bringing us up the right way. And you know, a lot of people, a lot of those mothers and women, they looked and, you know, they was like, I can't believe this, you know, even prior to that. Yeah, you know, they couldn't believe it, you know, even prior to that, you know, we did community cleanup here in our neighborhood, and the same reaction. It was like, wow, these young brothers took a Saturday off where they could be doing anything, you know, getting drunk, getting high, or, you know, getting ready for the club. But we took that Saturday to clean up the neighborhood, you know, walk down the street, pick up trash, you know what I'm saying? So things like that in that nature, you know, we try to give back, you know. We got, you know, an idea coming up where we're gonna go to, you know, a nursing home, give out essential items to the elderly, stuff like that. You know?
See, because I worked in a nursing home when I first came home. I was working there, and a lot of the elders that's in nursing homes, they don't get a lot of visits. A lot of their family members don't come see them, and they need that, man. And that's a good thing, bro. That's truly a good thing, that what y'all doing in the communities, man, by giving back, man. So educationally,
yes, sir.
Where do you stand when it comes to education?
My view on education?
Yes.
Education is very important, very essential.
Okay.
As far as, you know, the first building block is either, you know, a brother or sister getting their GED or diploma.
Yes, sir.
Understand? Me, I got my diploma. You know, I went to school afterwards. I selected a trade, which was truck driver.
Okay.
You know, I built it on that. So as far as
you driving trucks now?
Yes, sir.
You driving trucks now? So you
Yes,
drive
sir.
locally, or do you drive across the highway?
Well, my first 2 years I drove over the road.
Okay.
Yeah. So now I'm driving local local right now.
Okay. Okay. So you enjoy it?
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it.
Okay.
Love
okay.
it, man.
So now here's another question. We know we have this this hashtag Free Larry Hoover Now campaign, right? And we know, and you spoke about recidivism. And we understand that we only make up 12%, maybe 12.5%, 12.9% of the population, but we're making up over 35 to 37% of the prison population. What is your advice to the men and women of America that can help prevent recidivism? And what type of ideas do you have that can help people coming out of prison, not going back to prison?
Well, first and foremost, we said, you know, we said it before, education.
Okay.
Because, I mean, all right, inside the walls, behind those walls or whatnot, you know, you got nothing but time.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know, brothers and sisters that go behind those walls take that time to go, you know, doing my research, looking at, you know, documents, stuff like that. You know, like y'all also talk about the law libraries, stuff like that. Y'all had, you know, classes and stuff like that. I feel like that should be the main focus for anyone that happens, you know, God forbid, that goes behind those walls. You know what I'm saying? That should be their main focus. That should be they, you know, okay, look, I'm behind here. There's nothing else for me to do here but to gain knowledge, you know, to get an education, to get, you know, study law, study history, study, you know, different types of different things, you know what I'm saying, to get a knowledge. Even outside, even out here, you know, I feel like, and now in this era right here, where we got, it's the technology boom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a phone in their head. And this is the thing I teach my son. You know, I teach my son this every day, all the time. Every time me and him get a chance to talk, I tell him, look, you know, a lot of these kids now, they go on YouTube and want to look at video games and different type of things that doesn't have a value or benefit to their mind. So I tell them the same thing. Just like you can use Google to Google nonsense, you can use Google to get knowledge.
Okay, that's true. Now, I didn't have a clue that you was even watching the awareness session, positive lifestyle management awareness sessions. You know, I didn't even have a clue, bro. You know, because, you know, I do what I do because it's the right thing to do. You know, and I appreciate you reaching out, man. You know what I'm saying? To just even to acknowledge the fact, man, that you watch, man. And so if it's anything that I can do to help the brothers and the sisters, man, just please don't hesitate to ask me. Now, we have a very important event that's going to come up, man, and it's coming up next year. Those are the midterm elections. So now we know that a lot of states are trying to pass voter restriction laws. So what we have to do, now I'm not advocating that nobody go out and vote Democrat or vote Republican. I'm not saying none of that. But what I am saying is this here, your vote counts. Whatever way you vote, it counts. So if we want to change something, we have to get involved in these registration drives. So that is it's not a question and nothing like that, but I'm just making this point that we have to start focusing now. Don't wait till the last minute. We have to start focusing now on the voter registration drives, because before you know it, November 2022 will be here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you can, speak to all the young men and women where you from, man, and get involved, man, in the voters registration drive. So now, I have another question for you. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, man, to be honest,
Caught you off guard, huh?
yeah, man. Yeah, because I mean,
caught you off guard, huh?
I don't want to say it's hard to say, because, you know, I'm always striving for greatness. I'm always striving for other ideas and things to, you know, make myself become better. But as far as in a personal life, you know, just you know, being a very positive, productive man. You know what I'm saying? It's broad spectrum.
See, and I asked you that question, right? Because I want to take you somewhere. I want to take you to the 5 Ps. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Because a lot of times what we do, we are living for today and not being concerned about the future. You know what I'm saying? Even if we're not here in the future, our children, you have children?
Yes, sir.
So that means the next 5 years, it's not guaranteed to you, but you can guarantee it for your children. And what you do today and within the next 5 will help shape your children's lives within the next 5 years. You know? And so that's why I asked you that question. So now I'm gonna go to another question too. You know, we have this negative syndrome, man, whereas though throughout the country, it's just throughout the country, period, that we're dealing with a lot of doubts and questions instead of approvals and acceptance, man. Everybody doubting this, everybody questioning this, but nobody has an answer to what's going on. And so we have a lot that's going on inside our communities, dealing with poverty, crime, homelessness, lack of education, lack of employment. So give me some ideas on what you think can be done to help eradicate a lot of the problems that's occurring in our communities.
Well, first and foremost, I feel like economics should be the base of that. Well, education and economics should be the base of that, base of the solution.
Okay.
Because think about it, you know, we if we become educated and aware of our problem, we can now find a solution to fix that problem.
Okay.
Secondly, economics wise, now we have to build a base, an economic base for our community, for our people, meaning the communities that we live in, this, my community that I live in, the community you live in, we start building businesses in our community, start circulating the black dollar for our people.
Right.
You understand? Once we build that economic base, then we go just like the powers that be that came to become the powers that be.
Yes, sir.
We start buying the politicians. We start buying them, not to say Republican or Democrat. We start finding the ones who have our ideas in mind, our best interests in mind. You understand what I'm saying?
True that.
Then it goes to, once we find the politicians, then we go to the court systems. You know what I'm saying? We start attacking the court system. We start putting our people in play. You know what I'm saying? Start putting that falls back to the education, because now we have brothers or sisters that can become lawyers, that can become, become our police officers. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, bro. Hold on. How old are you again, brother?
29, man.
Hold on, man. No, man. See, this is the true essence of growth and development. What we seeing with the young man, Rick Flame, this is the true essence of what growth and development is all about. Man, bro, I tip my hat to you, man. Now, mind you now, we haven't written down nothing that I've said to you. Ain't none of this been pre-rehearsed, none of this here. So we just opened up, got on here, and got to going. So I didn't know what I was gonna be asking you. I didn't know what type of answers you was gonna give me in return, man. This is raw, uncut footage. Uncut, raw. And man, listen, bro. I'm sitting here, man. I got goosebumps, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a breath of fresh air, man, to see one of our young men that has his head on his shoulder. And I want to tip my hat to you, bro. And if there's anything, man, that I can do to assist you, anytime you want to come on, man, anytime, man, you want to bring any of the brothers or the sisters on with you, man, just reach out, man. This is our platform. Any brother or sister that want to come on Positive Lifestyle Management, you are welcome to come on Positive Lifestyle Management, man. Long as you come in on Positive Lifestyle Management to bring a positive and productive content and mind frame, man, you welcome to come on, man. And I want to thank you again, Brother Rick. Before we leave, man, lead the peoples with some wisdom, man. Share some wisdom with the people, what you want us to have. What do you want us to have?
First and foremost, man, let's get back to finding who we really are as, first and foremost, Black people. Let's understand who we are and what our value is. We understand but don't understand that at the same time, we are the most hated because we are the most envied. It's two different meanings.
Break it down, then.
We're the most envied.
Break it down for us, then, brother.
When God created the first man out of the black matter,
okay,
we were the first man out of his likeness and image.
Okay.
So we are the gods of the earth. The powers that be are not. So that's why they kick us and keep us in social economic poverty and feed us with the BS on media and feed us with GMO so they can kill that pineal gland. Keep it keep it locked
Hold on,
down.
what do G? Okay, now I'm 54, brother. You got to break GMO down for me. Let me write this down, brother. What do GMO mean?
GMO, genetically modified.
Genetically
Modified food, genetically modified foods. A lot of foods that we eat now are genetically modified.
Oh, so you say GMF then?
Yeah, genetically modified, GMO. It's basically GMO. When you get a chance, look it up. It's GMO. A lot of the foods that we eat, they're not from the land.
Okay.
They make it in lab. They make it in labs. You know what I'm saying? McDonald's.
T-Stone man.
Yeah. McDonald's. All these fast foods restaurants, man. They're not real food, man. It's not real food. You know what I'm saying? So basically, what it's doing, it's chemicals that's coming in our body, and those chemicals react to our mind, to our pineal gland.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps it locked down. Just like, okay, all right, for instance, fluoride. You know what fluoride is, right?
Yes, sir.
Fluoride is in your toothpaste.
That's right.
Fluoride causes your pineal gland to be distracted. We don't know that. We use toothpaste every day, but it causes the pineal gland to be distracted.
Okay, I'm listening. Keep going. Yes, that wisdom. Share that wisdom. Share that part in wisdom.
You know, we as Black people need to, you know, wake up and come back to realizing who we are. You know what I'm saying? Learn our place in this world, in this universe. Period.
Yes, sir.
Because as the old man stated, you know, we know about energies. We know about, you know, the law of existence, the law of karma. You know, speaking to existence. You know what I'm saying? So your very thought is an energy.
That's right. Because we made up on energy and matter.
Exactly. So that's why I tell a lot of these brothers, a lot of the cats around me, you know, think positive, man. You know, don't wake up in the morning thinking that your life is bad, because that's all you going. Once you put that thought in your mind, it's going out there to the universe.
That's
and
right.
All your eyes is gonna see the bad.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You speak life is gonna come to you. You speak death is gonna come to you.
That's
because
right.
That's how the universe works. It works in 360 degrees. You know what I'm saying? Once it got to come out of something, so it's gonna have to come back to something.
So you said 360 degrees. That's right. It's 360 degrees in everything. So, and you're right about that. So whatever you put out, that's what's going to come back to you. Whatever energy you put out, that's what's going to come back to you. You know, exactly. So whatever you say that you are, the universe is eventually going to call you on that. And you're going to have to prove yourself towards that energy. So I want to thank you, brother, once again, for the wisdom that you shared with us. And like I said, man, anytime you want to come on, man, you're welcome to come on to Positive Lifestyle Management, man, awareness sessions, man, and share whatever you like to, whatever you want to share. If you got some music, clothes, food, whatever y'all doing, if y'all trying to promote something, bro, you got a platform here. This is our platform. Gotcha. And you got a platform here. All right?
Just one more thing I want to put out there. I want to promote. Be on the lookout for Community Builders Incorporated. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have we are starting a nonprofit here in South Carolina, Community Builders Incorporated. Be on the lookout for it.
Okay, so support Community Builders Incorporated in South Carolina. This is a positive and productive nonprofit organization. So I'm asking all people throughout the world, especially the United States and South Carolina, to support Community Builders Incorporated. And with that, I'm going to end this section of Positive Lifestyle Management Awareness Sessions by saying, hit those like buttons, hit those subscribe buttons, and hit those notification bell. I'm telling y'all, Positive Lifestyle Management, this is where you want to come to if you want to promote what you got going on. And with that, y'all have a good day. Peace, love.